So excuse a no makeup day, but it's just been such a lovely weather. So the thing is, you know what it's like. We've had, when you have lots of rain, you're stuck indoors, and that's when Lee can crack on with the bathroom. The bathroom and the guest bedroom, he's still at the plastering and sanding the plastering stage. It's a really messy job, and but of course when it's a nice day you want to take the opportunity and be outside, and that's, like I've said in previous videos, just go with the flow, don't put pressure on it, do what your body can manage, do what feels right. So it's been really nice for this afternoon to be doing some wood prep, clearing the garden, because there's so much to do all the time. And then when the rain comes, we'll work back on inside again. Especially when you get to kind of May, June, July, it's going to get so hot that you can't do these things, you know, that easily. So all the kind of graft stuff, like the digging up of the gardens and the wood sawing and everything, you know, that's really a March, April time. So I just wanted to give, now we've kind of cleared a lot of the garden, I know we've showed you it before, but I want to kind of give another mini tour. Hi, we're Emily, Lee and Hudson. We're from the UK, and after some years living abroad in Thailand and Gozo, where we got married, we wanted to be closer to nature with our own land for self-sufficiency. So we followed our dream and moved to rural Bulgaria in 2019 in a bid to become debt and stress-free and property owners. Follow us on our journey as we renovate our future home, showcase Bulgarian village life, and share some useful tips as we learn along the way. We've got big plans on a tiny budget. Welcome to Our Derelict Dream. Lovely warm day today, 20 degrees but cloudy, so it hasn't been too oppressive, and windy. So Lee has trimmed the whole garden. Obviously lawnmower's back in the shop. Our lawnmowers, we're still within warranty, so Lee's taken that back and he's hand trimmed the whole garden. So we have Muscle Man over there playing with some water. I've moved all this wood from the top of the garden down here so Lee can prep it, saw it, and then we'll move all of that to wood store.
Well, this was all from the roof of the fallen down barn.
Oh, no way.
So the bit, I can't remember, it was all on that side.
We used to, I don't know if anyone ever saw our first ever video, yeah. But we had a barn here when we bought the house. When we got the keys, this whole thing had disintegrated.
So it's all still there, but we got the big bits which I've cleared over there. They're the bits that fell down, and there were some bits that were still standing on this side.
Yeah.
So all of the timbers from that right-hand side,
it's sort of in a big pile over there.
I sort of saved what I could to get up at the back of the garden. So it's all very dry and stuff. It's perfect.
Yeah, it's just good to get. It's just nice to get the garden cleared. And what do you call it when you prep the wood? I don't know. Okay, well we cut the wood, ready for wood store. What, for next winter, or will it need longer to dry, you reckon?
No, it's dry. This has been up for 60 years. This is old.
Oh, okay, so we're just getting it already.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's a few other bits and pieces, but yeah, every 4 cuts that I'm doing is
30, yeah.
For every time we start a fire.
You've done it! Well done. And what, I mean, really bad working conditions. Look at that view. I mean, that's just horrible. You could smoke on the job.
Yeah.
You know, I'd be complaining if I were you. Excellent work! Yay!
Better than the chainsaw.
Yeah.
Because there's so many nails.
Mm.
At least having it up close, you can see where the nails are.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that safe
Oh.
to be doing like the bendy ones.
Oh.
Because you've only got this amount of space
Yeah.
to support it, really. So it can pinch, but as long as you're slow, it's all right.
And that's probably what, a good 2 weeks worth of wood, I'd say, for an hour's work of chopping.
Every 4 pieces starts the fire.
Yeah.
How we do it. So
Yeah.
that's probably all of our fire starter.
Twisted fire starter. So you might have seen in one of our short videos we started exposing. We'd already done this stone little pathway, and then we realised the stones actually keep going and going and going. So we unearthed all. In fact, more me than Lee. Got my. Excuse me, mate. I did way more of this. Anyway, we exposed the path all the way to the end, which is awesome. And the plan is one day in the future. See, that used to be the old Kazi at the end. So you see there's all the bricks where it's collapsed, and it was just like a little hut. It'd been collapsed years before. It wasn't ever a structure when we moved here. Obviously we've got to tidy it up, but we want to be able to, I really would love a little cabin here for like my yoga and meditation room, somewhere I can go to get away from the boys. Yeah. Well, I'll come up there so you can see the view, but I'd love a little space where I can, because I'm not allowed incense in the house because of fish tanks. I'd love a little place where I can just put my essential oils in a diffuser, have them, you know, there we go. So these are going to be my serenity steps. My serenity steps up to my little cabin, which is obviously not really nice at the moment, full of all this old waste. But the idea is you could have a nice little window to look out there. And then, yeah, and obviously the front would look this way. And then we want this whole end of the garden to be a big, you know, summer kitchen, barbecue area, storage for lawnmowers, just this whole end, because we could build up a wall, dump all of our rubble and waste.
We've saved, everything's in piles down there.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't look like it, but it is organised. So
Yeah.
using all of that up here, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah. So eventually we'll just have one big awesome place at the top where we can really appreciate the views up here anyway. So as you come out into our back garden, we've got the first bit here is going to be our rockery and herb garden, and Lee is halfway through a project. This is going to be a lovely trickling stream, water fountain down here. So he's got everything set up, we just got to build it up with rocks, get some gravel and plants, and so yeah, it's not the pretty stage at the moment, but this is going to be a nice little project. And then of course we've been unearthing these steps and really clearing up here at the side. So we've always been not sure what to do here. We're going to have to, over the years, I mean you can see that these concrete posts were put in to support this and terrace the garden. This is going to all have to be dug out and re-terraced basically, because otherwise obviously it's just going to keep sliding forward and covering up the path that we didn't know existed. So we will be working on that, building some steps up here, and now we've actually got a clearer walkway, because we used to have to sort of try and navigate around here, but this walkway now can access this side of the property where we used to have the chickens. So we'd like to get back into all that. Now obviously we've still got loads of clearing to do here, and a safe way to walk down, because it's quite a hill when it's just mud. I mean, it's like a death trap. So Lee's been chopping some of the linden tree down, so we've got to process all of this wood, and there's garbage everywhere, because where do you put it? That you can't get skips here. I think I've explained that before, and we have to pay for clearance, so we'll just get it all cleared in one go when with a man with a van. So what I want out of this area is this will be back to compost, chickens, and I'm really thinking I can probably, because this is quite a large walkway, have some beds here and actually really start working on some food production. So this, I mean, I'm still not there yet, and I talk about it every year, but that's the kind of the design for this area, because this area doesn't need to be the pretty area, it needs to be the functional area, but not too far from the house and the kitchen, of course. And then obviously my serenity steps to my future cabin, and then all this area is play and picnic, and we're going to obviously try and get some more bits for Hudson to play with. A couple of years ago we had the pool here. We're going to bring the pool back in this spot. You can see where we previously had it, because it's such a nice spot here with the view. And Lee's going to try and build, well, he did this before when we lived in Malta for a good old friend of ours, Ray. Shout out Ray, we love you, Ray. He actually built a heating system. Now I know he needs glass, we've got some sheets of glass, and I know he needs pipe, and it's like it naturally heats the water that's pumped into the pool. So he's done it before on a big scale for someone else, so hopefully doing it for this little pool won't be too hard for him. So that will be amazing to actually have a little heated pool here. And then, I mean, we talk about it all the time, and I'll show you the dumping ground that's still going to forever be our dumping ground until we can start working on it, is future for Hudson. You know, I want to have badminton, you know, nice. This is the only flat bit of ground that we have on the property, so we'll think about what we'll have down there, but a safe flat area, and we'll obviously be building the fence here and here. So this is going to just have to remain a dumping ground, and we're going to start working through it, clearing it as we can, and as I've said before, until you can't hire a skip, so we've just got to work it bit by bit. And a lot of any of the builders' waste and rubbish and rubble and the fallen down barn elements, a lot of the stone we can reuse. We're going to build this structure up here and build up and be able to reuse and hide stuff and rubbish and whatever. So yeah, it's all coming together. Still got to continue with the little stone walls here for a little patio to be able to sit and have coffee, but we're getting there. But it's just nice to, on a day where it's not too hot before it's going to get really hot, to really crack on and get on with your outdoor stuff. And then if the rain comes, then we'll work back on indoors. So who knows if the bathroom's going to be ready for family visits in May, but we shall see. We'll just keep plugging along.